What is up, guys? Welcome to the one-stop shop, my UI for Legion. A couple of people have been asking me about my mixed scrolling battle text and what UI elements I've been using, and in the background, my entire UI is based off Elvui. I'm going to put that in the description below. They keep that updated very nice. It's a very customizable add-on, full retake on Blizzard's UI. And so if we click on add-ons here, on our escape menu, I have advanced interface options. And so what this is we come over to the add-ons page, and it's basically most of everything Blizzard has taken out of the game. When the action can gets re-enabled, you have a few different options here. It automatically can set your max camera distance. It does multiple different things. It also has the old floating combat text, but I have replaced this with mixed scrolling battle text. We have Auctioneer. It's a very helpful auction add-on. It tells you the base price of items and basically which ones are good and which ones are bad. And it also has a profit sign next to it. So if I were to run over to the Stormwind Bank Auctioneer, it will show me. But while we're running over there, I'm also using bigwigs. So if you know me from this channel, I do raid a lot. And instead of DBM, I am using bigwigs. I hate the amount of HUDs that DBM uses. It's nothing against them. It's just the HUD style clogs your screen. And I do not like that unless it's loaded via add-ons. So next we're using Can I Mog It? Can I Mog It is a add-on for Legion. So if I were to hover over these, it says learned in that bottom right hand corner in blue. That means I have learned this item and I am safe to sell it. There's a star over here, which means cannot learn male. So if I were to give this to a male toon, it would tell me I could learn it. We're using click, so if I were to play a healer, come over to your spellbook, clicks this add-on down here, it allows you to hover over a certain frame, or if I was in a party, hover over party frames and cast from your, basically hover over the nameplate and cast from your action bars. Deja character stats. So it's a complete redo of Blizzard's normal character sheet. It allows you to have a lot more showing your movement speed, which they've taken out. It shows you everything that your character can wear. And you can scroll with this. I don't believe you can scroll with the normal Blizzard one. Enchantrix is a part of Auctioneer. EGPG Loot Master. So I was using this a lot in WAD, but I'm thinking about disabling it because it's not really needed anymore. It helps distribute loot better. Garrison Mission Manager. So I do still sometimes go to the Warlords of Draenor Garrison, and this has also been updated for the Legion class halls. But it's just like the Warlords garrisons. Gathermate 2. So Gathermate 2 helps with any and all grabs. It's all these little things on the minimap that show you where you've mined laystone. It'll show you every crafting, like, mineable herbs that you can get. We're also using Handy Notes. So what Handy Notes does is adds all the achievements that you can possibly get in the game. You have to have the map minimized for that. And handy notes shows up all these little treasure chests. The only thing with handy notes is you have to have the plugin to handy notes for that particular plugin to work. Informat is a part of Auctioneer. Little Wigs is a part of Big Wigs. It just transfers all the timers over to 5-man dungeons. Master Plan has been updated for Legion as well, but it also uses the Blizzard Garrison from Warlords. Mixed scrolling battle tags. So if I were to type /MSBT here, it brings up this. This is going to be the majority of this video, but a bunch of people have been asking me. I can't find the string to give to you guys, so I figured I'd just go over it in depth right here. We have enabling everything in the middle screen here. I don't have any custom media with it, so I do not have static enabled. What static does is it lets you know when your cooldowns over here are coming off, and it does this little ding noise, which gets a little annoying after every cooldown comes off. This is about where each one of mine are located, give or take. And if we were to hit preview here, that's what that does. You can change each of the settings here on the side. What in the world? Click on save. You can change what each one of them you want to see. So if I were to go to notifications, the only thing I have in notifications is the player killing blows, and a lot of people have been wondering where that comes from. Anytime you kill a player in PvP, this is what pops up. And you can click on it to click to edit text. So this is if you want the different text. You can also click to edit itself. I haven't really touched triggers. Spam control, I just have hide full hots and merge swings. So that merges all your white swings together. I don't really touch cooldowns. Loot shows up in the notification frame. So if you want to track what loot you get. And skill also shows up in the notification frame. We have Mogget. So I still have Mogget. The only downside to using Mogget right now is, and I wish they would fix this, but if you're using Mogget, it will sometimes bug out because of Blizzard's appearance tab here that has every appearance in the game. The only reason I like Mogget more is because with Mogget, I haven't found a way to do it with the Blizzard one, but with Mogget, you can set up full sets. You can't do that with the Blizzard one for right now, as far as I've noticed. Yeah, I don't think you can set up a set in here. Next, we have Pawn. So, if any of you notice when I'm hovering over my... Let me find a piece of gear here. Each one of my gear down in the lower middle of the tooltip, it shows Arms, Fury, and Prot Warrior. I actually have custom-made strings that I'm going to link in the video description below for Pawn that I use. It basically is stat priority, and it will give you a hint on what piece of gear is better for each tune. You can also come over here to pawn in the character screen, and you can figure out which gear is better. So if we were to click on Prot Warrior, and I were to grab these legs and put them here, and these legs and put them here, this one's an upgrade. So if you flip that around, so swap them, that's an upgrade according to the stats we have set inside pawn. You can do that for every spec. We have Personal Loot Helper. So this is an add-on I just found on Curse. You can type /PLH. It brings up this here. What Personal Loot Helper does is, let's say you loot an item that you can trade. So I'm going to use my chess piece for an example here. I have an 850 chess piece. Let's say I get an 845 item level chest inside a dungeon, and I want to trade it instead of sell it. This add-on will let you know who in your group can trade it. You can trade it to for their upgrade. Using postal, so if I come over to a mailbox, you can open all, you can open one, you can return mail, and when you go inside mail, so let's say I want to send mail to one of my alts, I can hover over each one of these items, and it'll say alt click to send all the items, send that one item, sorry, to the alt, or control click, and it will attach any of the similar item automatically in the mailbox. We're also using PvP Sound Rev. I am really hoping they update this add-on for Legion, because every time you go into a battleground, it currently likes to bug out a little bit. The sounds on them still work. It's basically a sound pack for every time you kill somebody. Using routes. So routes just marks your minimap. I haven't really found a use for this yet, so I'm thinking about disabling it, but it routes your minimap. Scrap. So if we go to a vendor, which I can pop on a mount, this button here, you right click on it, click advanced options, and it will automatically sell all your grays. It can automatically repair if you wish. You can automatically repair or automatically sell lower pieces of gear as well. It's all about repairing. SCADA. So my damage meter over here, I used to use details, but after details started being a memory hog into my computer, and SCADA doesn't really seem to be a memory hog anymore, I'm switching back to it. Yes, details is completely oriented. It tells you your uptime on everything. It tells you how people died. But since I'm not raid leading, I don't need any of this information. So I'm just going to go back to my normal damage meter that says who's doing what. Sidebar, Stubby, and Swatter all come from Auctioneer. Tom is a waypoint arrow. So if I wanted to do a waypoint here, we can right click to it and it will instantly add an arrow to that location. And then you can right click on the arrow to remove the waypoint if you wish. Weak auras. So if anyone knows from my weak auras guides, I use weak auras to track everything on my warrior. And it is very customizable. You can use it to track just about everything in the game. If you're gonna raid, I would recommend getting this. World Quest Tracker. So this new one with Legion, if we were to open our map up all the way, scroll all the way out to Broken Isles, and just click on the Broken Isles, it gives you all of your world quests you're able to do out here on the minimap. And you can left click on them to track them and re-left click on them to untrack them. If you go into the zone itself, the icons don't really change. That's pretty much World Quest Tracker. Add-on skins goes along with Elvui. It just reskins everything into Elvui, black on black. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like me to go into detail on any of the add-ons I've listed in this list here, please let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys have fun playing in Legion.